Deputy Speaker, story time has not finished, not at all. In fact, let's be a little bit more enthusiastic about what was supposed to be the last full sitting week and full government business program of this parliament for this year. But no, alas, the time management in this place is a shambles, a schmozzle, if you will. In fact, I've looked up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 other words for schmozzle. Shall I go through them? So it's not the bills that are on the business program that we are opposed to, as the Manager of Opposition Business said. It is the time management in this place and the hypocrisy that comes about when we are having an extra sitting day. We were called back for an extra sitting week, and yet when the member for Kew had proposed during the winter break to return to Parliament early and have an extra week then to fix the childcare crisis, no, we couldn't do that. That would have been a better idea then, to come back from holidays earlier and get all of this stuff sorted out, because the community was crying out for all of these changes then too. It's only taken until now and a downward turn in the polls to understand that these things actually need to be changed. So the time management in this place is a schmozzle, it's unstable, it's a madhouse, it's bedlam, it's a circus, it's a dog's breakfast, it's a maelstrom, if you will, Deputy Speaker. But the bills on the program for this week, the Mineral Resources bill, which is largely to do with coal overlays, and I know that the member for Morwell, my good friend and colleague, the member for Morwell, will be chomping at the bit to contribute to that particular bill, which is of great interest to the people of the Latrobe Valley. And of course, the justice bills that are also on the program for this week are of great interest to every Victorian, of course, and albeit 18 months too late, it's a step in the right direction. So it isn't a case of those on this side of the House opposing the bills. Quite the contrary, we oppose the absolute circus that this chamber has become. The time management, or the lack thereof, that this place has become. And if we had had a bit of, and I spoke about this a few weeks ago, Deputy Speaker, if there was a bit of foresight or recognition that the Victorian community had been crying out for changes in justice legislation for the past 3 years at least, then we could have actually got this done without having to have extra sitting weeks, extra days, introduce bills and then debate them on the same day and guillotine them on the same day, which makes an absolute mockery of the Westminster system of government and the conventions that go along with it. We hold those conventions and the Westminster system in this state and in this nation dear, and they are sacred, and they shouldn't be contradicted and made a mockery of like the Allan Labor government has. And that's what we are opposed to. So yes, we will once again oppose the government business program. But Deputy Speaker, I will follow the Manager of Opposition Business in thanking the staff and the clerks who have put in a huge effort and who pivot at any given time to make sure that these changes, these swift changes and the diversion from convention can be accommodated, and for that they should be absolutely applauded. So we will be opposing the government business program, not because of the bills on it, but because of the, let me find another one, the absolute clamour that this chamber has become. And not only that, when you have to return for one day, a day from the northwest of the state, logistically and selfishly for me, that's actually not easy. I'm 6 hours away. And to return for one day when it's school awards program, it's quite difficult. So a bit of pre-planning and forethought and these things would be much appreciated, as would what's the word I'm looking for? I haven't got my thesaurus up now. A uniformity or a commitment. That's the word I'm looking for. A commitment to the conventions of the Westminster system of Parliament, which is far from what we've seen in this chamber thus far.